actually be witch hunt by government because of my critical stand on national issues. That is the truth. It is obvious. I heard it from reliable source, which I will not call the name now, that 5 senators will be removed from the Senate. Those who did not stand with my brother and my elder brother, my good colleague, distinguished Senate President Akpabio. Those who did not vote for him, 5 of us are going. I am number 1. Ojuzo Kalu will go. They have penciled 5 of us. Take it. They told me that I'm going. Ojuzo Kalu is going, and few others are going because we did not support the emergence of my brother and my colleague Senator Akpabio from emerging the president of the Senate. You are a hero of democracy, Mr. President. And I want to tell you, Mr. President, that this is the democracy you fought for. If people will be haunted, 5 senators will be removed now because they did not support certain cabal. Mr. President, this is not the democracy that you wanted.
Hello everyone, I welcome you to this platform, and this is Indigenous TV. You see, if Nigeria dares happen to you, you may never be the same again, and this means that no one is safe or spared from the Nigerian forces. And this includes the so-called high and mighty of today, because even the so-called high and mighty today may eventually end up crying and begging tomorrow. At the moment, the slapping senator isn't happy at all due to the issues of him being sacked by the tribunal after having won the election that was conducted in February of 2023 with a total of about 72,000 votes, and his opponents that came second with about 61 votes, simply giving a gap of 11,000 votes lead between him and his opponents. The senator actually defeated his opponent even in the opponent's ward and even in the opponent's units, meaning somebody is coming to your community or your village or your town to defeat you, and the person enters your house and still defeats you. He actually won that election. For me, I just hope that this issue for the slapping senator doesn't go the way that brought the very same Senate president to office. Akpabio, it is no longer news that he did not win at home. There's no longer news that he didn't win and he was not supposed to be in Abuja representing his people. But of course, Akpabio was imposed on his people, and ultimately Akpabio was imposed on Nigerians to be the Senate president for them to begin to do their, their fraudulent activities. I also hope that this will not also be like that of Hope Uzordinma, the governor of Imo State, who came third in an election but was fraudulently made the governor of Imo State by the ruling APC cabals. And today, he will soon finish actually his fraudulent first term in office, and he has already started campaigning for the next 4 years. Can you imagine? Or is it the case of Dave Umahi, the former governor of Ebonyi State? And the list, my people, actually goes on and on. You see, Senator Elisha Abbo was duly elected, and in my own opinion, he was elected basically to represent his people. So please, let him represent, let him do the job he was, elected to do for and on behalf of his people. The thing is, the judgment to us now in Nigeria is not actually new, because this just simply means that the senator has been served breakfast. You see, for those who are not in Nigeria, when we say they serve you breakfast, it means that somebody have disappointed you, or when somebody says they are about to serve you breakfast, it means somebody is planning to disappoint you. But in this case, the Senator Elisha Abbo, has already been served breakfast with a very nice cup of tea. And like I said, Nigeria has just happened to Senator Abbo. And the senator who's at the center of this pandemonium is actually popular for slapping a young female in a supermarket in Abuja. Just for those who don't know who Senator Abbo is, maybe this story will take your mind back and you remember him. He's the senator that slapped a very young lady or young woman in a particular supermarket in Abuja. You see, one may begin to conclude that Abbo is being treated this way because of his position on the same faith ticket. No, far from that. Far from that. And you may be surprised to get to know the reason why he and 5 other senators are being treated the same way. You see, before the election, Abbo was actually expelled by the APC. And according to him, some people who are not the escorts of the party went and sat under a tree and expelled him from the party. And these so-called escorts, according to Senator Abbo, went and agreed with a state high court judge that pronounced his primary election nullified. You see, moving forward, 24 hours before the election, the Court of Appeal declared Senator Abbo qualified to be part of the election, and he did, and he won. He won, and he did very well. And Abbo's opponent got angry, which is, I think, is a normal thing or natural thing. And the guy went to court and alleged that Abbo was involved in corrupt practices, he didn't adhere to the electoral laws, and that Abbo didn't win the majority of the lawful vote cast. In all of this, I want to ask, where is the Judicial Council and what are they doing? Are they sleeping? Because if they are, they need to wake up before this country starts burning. According to Abbo, he's being witch hunted, and 5 other senators will also be brought down because they did not vote or support, the Senate president ambition of Godswill Akpabio, who's actually finally the Senate president. You see, apart from Senator Abbo, Uzordinma, his name made that list, and some other names that I don't have at the moment. These guys are going to be sacked. They are going to be removed because they did not support Akpabio to become the Senate president. Because actually, I am aware that Uzordinma actually wanted to be a Senate president, but for whatsoever reason, maybe because he won't be a puppet, they didn't allow it to get to him, or they didn't give him that opportunity. You see, truly speaking, if you look at all these things happening and you listen to what the man, Senator Abbo, has said, you understand that you really can't withdraw a ground, a ground that the Court of Appeal has restored. The same ground without the lawyers asking for that ground to be restored. It's not done. It's actually wrong. And I ask again, where is or what is the Judicial Council doing concerning this show of shame? How can a court void someone's election? That is people's mandate. People took time to vote for this guy, and the court wants to void the guy's election and people's mandate on the ground that was actually withdrawn. That ground was actually withdrawn. This is actually a coup on democracy, if you ask me. And the courts really shouldn't be the one to give a mandate to somebody who the people did not even give it to, or who the people did not elect. And like I have said before, Nigeria has simply happened to this guy, or Nigeria is about to happen to Senator Elisha Abbo. I want to thank you for your time.